You know him from Saturday Night Live, Growing Ups. He's on Schooled and No Activity. Tim Meadows joins us now. Hi, Tim.
Hi, how you doing, Jen?
I'm doing pretty well. So we wanted to get an actor's perspective here on how this is all going. I mean, we feel very fortunate. We say it's a real privilege to get to work from home.
Right.
I'm here in my dining room getting to do this show. For an actor, like, can you work from home? Like, what have you been doing as we've been sheltering in place?
Well, I can't. I cannot work from home. It's been weird. It's been tough. Like I was on the show Schooled on ABC, and we were we had one more episode to shoot to complete our 23, and it got shut down. And then we just found out yesterday the show was canceled. So that was like, so now I'm sort of like, in this place of, I don't know what's going to happen, because I have another show that I'm on CBS streaming called No Activity. And I know that's going back into production. It's a lower budget show, and the cast, we work in twos. So there's not a lot of extras or, crowds or anything like that. So I can see that being an easier production to go into. But for right now, I'm just trying to like bide my time like everybody else, just trying to be productive. I'm writing more. I'm trying to prepare for when I can do stand up again. And I'm doing yoga and meditating every day.
Yeah.
Tim, Dan Roberts here. Thanks for joining us.
Sure.
During this time, one subplot that's been interesting in the Hollywood and entertainment world is the big success that Trolls had by going straight to digital rental. And we had a lot of people predicting, I thought going a little bit too far, that now a bunch of movies are going to skip theaters and go right to rental. I don't really know if that's going to happen when we reemerge from this. But as an actor, I'm just curious whether you and whether actors care when a movie skips theaters, goes right to rental, especially if it has the same number of eyeballs, and what you think might happen, what you think might change after this time for theatrical releases.
Well, I mean, there is that, magic of having a movie being played in a theater, and having it on that big screen. And I think, eventually we might have to sort of change, the way we look at it. I think maybe like bigger, motion pictures like, the Marvel pictures or whatever, those kind of things that you want to see on a big screen audiences are going to go there and that is going to be satisfied, But there are also successful movies that have come out on streaming, like the Sandra Bullock movie that was like, everybody saw it. Everybody was talking about it. So I think, the way we look at, how we view something that's successful as far as like big motion pictures, I think is probably going to change.
Hi, Tim. It's Allie here. Now, off of that point, there was a new survey out that said the genre that's actually attracting people to get out of their house and go to the movies is comedy. And I thought that was interesting because, as you mentioned, normally those big blockbuster action films seem to be the ones that do well. But during this time, it looks like people really want that human-to-human narrative. So as a comedian yourself, what role do you think comedy is going to play in this post-COVID-19 world as people need to process the aftermath of this pandemic?
That's a good question. I think it's going to be tough in a way because, I think people, first of all, I think people want to enjoy comedy in a group. I mean, you can watch a comedy movie at home and enjoy it and everything, but I think the laughter and everything, it's sort of contagious when you're in a group of people. And I think right now, people are looking to just feel better, My hope is that when we come back from all of this, that people aren't so politically correct and sensitive to, different material. I think part of the thing, especially with stand-up, was that audiences were becoming too sensitive, and it was sort of like hurting what you could do, and it would sort of make you change the way you perform. So that's one thing I'm hoping the audiences are more open to see new things.
Maybe we'll all be changed on the other side of this. So, Tim, I guess they're talking about different ways of reopening. Like they're going to have fewer people on set, or maybe they're going to even quarantine casts and crews. Do you think, I mean, like, can you imagine quarantining or being in the same hotel with your fellow actors? Or is it, to me, it sounds funny. I'm like, me and the rest of the anchors, like we would all be together. I'm not so sure, but maybe you guys are already used to going on, remotes and staying in hotels together. So does it seem odd to you, or you think that could work?
No, I think it could work. I think it would be weird when you're doing like a network or a television show that more than 13 episodes, or, because we are used to working on films and being away for months at a time and basically being in a hotel with the same people and working with the same people. So I think it's doable, but I think it might be just strange in the beginning for some people to be living in a hotel in the same city that you live and not being able to go home for 8 weeks at a time, I think there's gonna be a lot of changes. I think they're probably gonna be testing for cast, and I think there's gonna be a lot of masks, and I think, like craft service tables are a thing of the past. But, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be a lot to sort of adjust to.
Tim Meadows, it's always so good to talk with you. You're the funniest guy. I can't wait to see what you're working on when you come out of this.
Thank you.
Keep up with the meditation. You're very relaxing to listen to.
It's all in here.
All in there. It's so good to see you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Jen.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.